she's one of the best in the women's game now and historically. Valentina Shevchenko, she's already got a UFC flyweight championship to her credit, and she will look to bolster her legacy yet again here tonight.
Not only is she one of the best, she's one of the nastiest. Who has a gun tattoo on the side of their hip, and she goes out there and she's got that thing loaded. That gun to me symbolizes the right hand and the right kick of Valentina Shevchenko. She's diverse. She's a great counter striker. She sets traps beautifully, and if you overextend or you attack too quickly, she will finish you on the feet, and she can also finish you on the ground. Just a phenomenal mixed martial artist is Valentina Shevchenko.
And if she gets a first-round knockout tonight, DC has agreed to get that gun tattooed on his midsection.
It won't show on his back.
All right, so here she is, two-division UFC champion Amanda Nunes, and ice water in her veins doesn't even begin to describe it. There's just something about Amanda Nunes on fight night, whether she's staring across at Ronda Rousey or Chris Cyborg, it doesn't seem to matter. She puts the focus on her, and skill for skill, she might be the best in the world.
And it comes from that, right, John? Because what intimidates you when you stood across from the biggest stars the sport has to offer? She goes out there with an idea of how she's going to approach the fight, regardless of the opponent, and in most cases, she has approached these fights with one thing on her mind, and that's brutality. And you watch that in her finishes. She demolished Ronda Rousey. She busted up Miesha Tate and then knocked out Chris Cyborg. Amanda Nunes is a savage.
We always talk about MMA being the fastest growing sport in the world. Women's MMA might be the fastest growing sport in the world, and no one has been a bigger beneficiary, of course, than one Amanda Nunes. Our tale of the tape for this women's bantamweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Valentina "Bullet" Shevchenko. And now here's the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the world, Amanda the Lioness Nunes.
Herb Dean, third party in the octagon tonight. All right, here we go, Amanda Nunes and Valentina Shevchenko. DC, I know you wanted to see this. You sort of needed some closure and finality when it comes to this series and this rivalry. Rare that you have one fighter up 2-0, but Shevchenko fought very admirably in that second meeting, and as such, she gets this opportunity tonight.
She gets another chance to go up and uncrown the queen. Amanda Nunes is the greatest female fighter of all time. The only thing Valentina's missing is a victory over Amanda Nunes. But how does Valentina approach this fight knowing that the size difference is so much bigger, that she's so much bigger and it's so vast that she struggles with closing space? How she uses her fantastic wrestling when she's so much smaller than Amanda, I'm interested to find out. Big shot lands for both guys.
Well, she's been good tonight, but she missed with that one. Oh, nice takedown there from Shevchenko, who finally realized the UFC flyweight title in 2018. And a lot of people think it is going to take a Herculean effort to dethrone her at 125 pounds. Her knees are the business, man, and she is not just throwing one, right? We're talking about knees in bunches, and most of them have landed.
You don't generally see that. You don't see somebody throw so many knees back to back when there is no threat of it. Wow.
How good was that judo toss? Oh, and with urgency, she is back up again. Oh, and there is the kick. That one checked by Shevchenko. Well, she's been good tonight, but she missed without. 2 minutes remain in the round.
Oh, high kick.
Oh, and there's another combination. She's turning this into a sparring session. Just high volume, and her opponent's got to make some adjustments.
Opponent has to make adjustments, but she has to interrupt those combos. When she gets going into her combination, opponent needs to interrupt that. When she is this free-flowing, it is very difficult to deal with.
So as we pull up some numbers here for you, 29 total strikes have now landed for Valentina Shevchenko. Beautifully timed and placed kick there by Nunes. Well, she keeps going back to that right hand. This one's not there for her. Well, the Lioness Amanda Nunes has found her groove early, one of the faster starters in the game, and really since going to American Top Team full-time, that has helped her take her career to the next level. Her future's in the UFC Hall of Fame. Still a lot of work to do for the Lioness, though, in the present. Final seconds of the round. Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. What an end to round one.
Some water. Perfect. How you feel? Awesome. Your cardio was great. You're working great. Everything you're giving your training.
All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, you would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC. Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
All right, here we go now with our second round. Amanda Nunes versus Valentina Shevchenko. All right, here we go with our next round. Previous round, both fighters had their moments. We'll see who takes the upper hand.
Both had their moments, but nobody really stood out. Nobody separated themselves from the other fighter. Which of these two women is going to be able to really charge out ahead in the next round?
Huge connection fire there.
Massive shot, land. How's she going to try to find the next shot that'll finish the fight?
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Valentina Shevchenko. Well, no surprise here. She backs off and welcomes her opponent back to the feet. Shevchenko gets tattooed by that stripper. This could be it.
Again. Now we're going. Oh, nice level change.
All right, so she's able to work her way back to her feet now. Under 3 minutes to go here in round two. Well, she was a little bit hesitant in round one, but she has certainly picked up the pace here in this second round. It took her a while to find her range. She's in a strong striking rhythm now.
Big right hook there by the champ.
Well, Amanda Nunes has the hands going early. The American Top Team corner certainly approves Conan Silveira, Dean Thomas, like what they see early out of the UFC bantamweight group. All right, so just as we saw in the previous round, she is realizing a lot of success with her kickboxing game tonight, and you can see the confidence growing with every strike landed.
It's overwhelming for her opponent to be in there with her when she's in this flow state. She's so good at everything she's doing that now the activity is starting to pick up. If she can continue to fight in this way, I wouldn't be surprised if this fight gets finished.
Well-placed kick there by Nunes. Shevchenko's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge.
Another big takedown.
All right, so Nunes is in half guard. back to her feet now. Good sign for her there. Shoots up higher there, probably her best strike of the fight.
Her best strike, and you don't see this type of power normally in this weight class, but she lands, and she lands very effectively.
Oh, that one got through. I'm not sure how many more she can take. All right, stacked guard here, DC. She's got the feet on the hips if she wants to escape.
Yeah, she's free. I mean, she's free. Once you get your feet on the hips, you're free, and she has done that. She has beaten the position. All she has to do now is extend her opponent away from her, kick her off, post her hand on the mat, just basic jiu-jitsu stand-up to get right back to fighting on her feet.
All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, so a lot of high-level striking in that last round, but the big shot, of course, to the head that stunned her opponent, nearly got her out of there.
I mean, she hurt her bad. I can't believe that we are going to another round. I thought it was over. She landed it perfectly. Usually that's enough to end the fight. Unfortunately, the round goes on. Let's see what happens.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. All right, so back-to-back entertaining rounds. We'll see how it goes in this round. We'll see which corner sort of maximize those 60 seconds on the screen.
This is what happens. Very skilled, very evenly matched fighters coming together. Nobody has really taken a lead in this fight. Let's see who does it going into the next one.
Man, she's got it all going with the hands, with the feet tonight, and that cut is really becoming a factor now as this fight continues.
Yes, she's got to move, Jay. She's got to get on her bicycle. She's got to get to the middle of the round so that the cut man can get to work, because the more she's in there, the more she tries to fight face first, the more that cut is going to open up. She's got to get moving. Another big takedown. She does a good job of recognizing that the shots are coming, and she's got to get out of the way.
All right, so Nunes is cut, folks. Nasty cut on her lip, just opened up. She's had a huge strike right there, DC.
Great shot landed. Now she's got to go chase her down and get another one off to finish the fight.
And mixes in a takedown. Why not?
That was nice.
Oh, man, you can see her head bounce on the canvas. Heavy shot lands. Well, this is one of the more active rounds.
That's big. That's big. Oh, big up. On point with that jab today. She throws her jab and then she sticks her chin up. Big double leg, level change.
All right, stacked guard for her now. What would you tell the top fighter here in terms of trying to avoid the escape?
Well, you got to start attacking the feet now. Now you got to start shoving those feet towards the ground, pass it through the middle, or just grab them and pull them up.
Look at the inside leg kick. She grabs her opponent now. Could be the beginning of the action.
She hurt her very badly with that big leg kick.
Nunes goes in for the takedown now, and she gets it. Beautiful transition and adjustment.
Massive strike from the top. She's about to get her opponent out of there.
So she backs up here and lets her opponent stand up. Shevchenko's nose is just pouring blood right now. I'm no doctor, Daniel, but I'm not sure that thing isn't broken right now. Takedown attempt late in the round, and she gets it.
Like that! Like that!
Final seconds of round 3. All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, so with some urgency, the cut man making his way into the octagon as she heads back to the stool. That is a nasty cut that she is dealing with. All right, she is back to the stool, but dealing with a really big cut on the bridge of her nose. She has eaten jabs for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah, she's taken far too many shots to the nose. Big shots, devastating shots. And now she is wearing it. She's got a cut on her nose, and she's having to deal with the blood, and still her opponent trying to take her head off. Using a lot of good movement.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, fourth round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of a fight?
This is when you understand that nothing...
Oh, huge connection fire there.
Massive shot, land. Now she's going to try to find the next shot that'll finish the fight.
Oh, heavy shots raining down.
Work. Come on, I'll stand you up. Let's work.
Nunes gets up and is back on her feet. Very nice. She missed with that jab. Shevchenko's really bleeding something fierce now. That cut's not getting any better. Still stands.
She's still standing. She's got to get on the mic. She's got to get out to the center of the octagon, find some space so that she can evade her opponent from finishing her.
Well, she went for it there, but she missed, and sometimes when...
Can't take pictures now. She has to react. She has to go chase. Huge shot.
Beautiful diving strike lands. So she's able to work her way back to her feet now. Well, pretty good recovery by her opponent after being stunned, but we see this all the time, right? If you don't close the deal when you have that opportunity.
She is such a good striker that big strike landed, and it looks like she's going to finish this fight.
That goes in and secures the takedown. Oh, big shots raining down. Busy here on the ground. Well, maybe some pain.
Holy smokes!
What a fight! So how about this result tonight? She told us in the fighter meeting, I got to get a finish here tonight. She absolutely kept the judges out of it. That is her signature win, and this crowd enjoyed every minute of it.
Signature win, John. She has never looked better. She said she was going to get a finish. She got the finish. What a tremendous performance by this young lady.
Here is Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 50 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by TKO and still the undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world, Amanda the Lioness Nunes.
All right, so Amanda Nunes staying perfect since getting her own gym there in South Florida. She wins tonight by TKO, and crazy to think that several years after beating Ronda Rousey and several others that she's actually a better version.